Hey guys, welcome back. Here is another gorgeous makeover for you all, and it is definitely New Year wearable. So to start off, you guys already know the drill. We're going to wipe the skin. I'm going to put my E.L.F setting spray, and of course I'm going to go in with my Becca primer, and these are my key 3 steps. So next, I'm going to be using my brow waist in dark brown to just lightly fill in her brows. Her brows are pretty full and really nicely shaped, so they're super duper easy to do. So next I'm going to be concealing under the brows, and I'm using my MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NC40. And guys, my lens, like my camera had been in near my window, and my lens got super cold and it went really fuzzy halfway. Like as you guys can see, I had a panic attack, but I got it sorted, and now we're back to clear vision. So now I'm just using concealer to just clean up under her brows. So next I'm going to be cleaning up the top of her brows, and I'm going to be using my Studio Finish Concealer in NC50 as this is closer to her skin tone. So once we're done doing both brows, I just take in my buffing brush and I basically just like blend the concealer around the brows so there's no harsh lines and everything kind of looks seamless. So onto the skin, I'm going to be using my Lancôme Teint foundation in number 10. And guys, I have actually gotten this foundation for my kit. I got my sister to get it yesterday. So once we're done with the foundation, I'm going to be using my L.A Girl Pro Concealer in Warm Honey, and I'm going to be applying this to the areas of her face that I want to highlight, and then I'm just going to be blending this out using my beauty blender. So once we're done with the highlighting, I'm going to be using my cream shadow to contour her face, and I'm just blending this into the areas of the face that I want to bring more dimension to. And yes, that's pretty much it. So after this, I always go back in with my foundation brush just to blend everything together. You guys know how much I emphasize this step. Like, it is very essential to have a seamless coverage, seamless look overall. So then I'm going to be using my Studio Finish concealer, the same one I used underneath her brows, just to conceal her eyelid to make everything the same tone. And then I'm going to be using my Nye Banana Powder to set the areas of her face that I highlighted. So for the rest of her face, I'm going to be using my face powder, which is my MAC Miniralise Skin Finish in Dark, and I'm just using this to set everywhere else that I didn't set with the highlighting powder. To contour her nose, I'm going to be using my ABH Contour powder in Cinnamon, and this powder snatched her nose. And yeah, so for the rest of the face, I used Copper Brown, which is just slightly darker, and just to bring more warmth to the face. So I'm just going back in with my face powder, which is the Miniralise Skin Finish in Dark, just to reverse contour her face slightly. And then I'm going to be using some of the banana powder to bake while we do the eyeshadow. So onto the eyes, guys. I'm going to be using my Nubian 2 palette, my UV Space Nubian 2 palette for most of this shadow look. And the first shadow I'm using is Morocco, and I'm using this as her first transition color. And we are just going to be buffing that in. And I do the same thing on the other eyes. Then I'm going to go in with Jezebel, which is like a plummy color. And we're just going to apply this underneath Morocco just to intensify the eye area. And again, I do the same thing on the other eyes. And then I take Morocco just to blend both colors out together. So then I'm going to be taking the darker shade, this dark brown shade called Kenya, and I'm going to apply this in her outer V area. And then to cut out her lid, I'm going to be using my Pro Concealer in Warm Honey, which is the same concealer I highlighted her face with. And we're going to be using this to like create a semi-cut crease. I just sprayed my brush with some setting spray, and I'm going to be using my Zuri from the same palette. It's like a light champagne gold color. And then I went in with Nairobi, which is like a true gold color, like a yellow gold color. For the center of the eyes. Then I went in with Nefertiti, which is like a orangey gold color, and I apply this. It's like 3 colors, so I'm kind of like creating like a sunset effect, if that makes any sense. And then I went in with Kenya, which is a darker brown for the outer area. And guys, like, this palette is the bomb.com. I'd been looking to do a tutorial with just one palette. And then, okay, I applied a bit of glitter, which is not from the palette, but I used this glitter that I wasn't really feeling at first. So then I went in with gold and copper from Ben Nye, and yeah, just, you know, shine things up a bit. That's pretty much it. Like, that is the most of the eyeshadow look. So I'm just lining our eyes using my Inglot gel liner in number 77. So once we're done lining the eyes, I'm going to be using some of that dark brown shadows to just, you know, smudge out the liner underneath the eyes. And then I went in with the 2 transition colors I used, which is Jezebel and Morocco, just, you know, further intensify things underneath the eyes. And yeah, so I'm just taking my powder brush and I'm dusting off all the excess powder, all the excess pigments in the face. And then I'm going to be going on to the blush, and I'm using Jordana's blush in Cinnamon Spice. Like, oh, no, you causing traffic, oh, no, swinging your waist like, oh, no, you're looking like magic, oh, no, your hair looking nice like, oh, no, you causing traffic, oh, no. So for her highlight, I'm going to be using my Sparkling Dust from Inglot in number 1 and 3. You guys already know I have another mini obsession with this highlighters. So once we're done with the face, we're just gonna drench the skin in some makeup setting spray. So onto the lips, I found my chestnut lip liner, and yes, we are lining her lips with it, and I felt so happy and fulfilled while doing this. Now she doing yoga, now she doing yoga, Charlie taking me over. And then for her lips, I'm going to be using my OCC Lip Touring Interlace, which is like really, like, I love this color. Love it. And I'm just blending with the lip liner. Now I'm just making everything look presentable. And then I went to my eyeliner lashes for her eyes. I actually forgot to show this on camera, but it's the style 202. And once we're done doing that, I just, you know, cover the lash band with some more gel liner. Put my Maybelline Great Lash Mascara, because this mascara is thebomb.com. And I think I use it for the lower lashes as well. And yes, we have come to the end of the tutorial once we do the lashes. So I hope you guys enjoy this look. It's super duper easy to create. Like, the fact that I use primarily just one palette, I'm so proud of myself. Yes, and stay tuned for more videos. Now she doing yoga, Shawty taking me over. Now she doing yoga, now she doing yoga.